Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to be discussing another game, another prolific game where you will be seeing a lot of twists and turns and where there will be a lot of sacrifices, a lot of blunders, and of course, when can we forget about brilliancies? There will be a brilliancy, that's for sure. So without any further ado, let's dive straight into the game. So this was a game which I was playing against a 1600 plus rated player, and I am currently 1400 plus in chess.com. So that was already quite a bit of challenge, but okay, I take challenges head on. And the opening was quite simple. There was nothing much to it, but what I thought was I could have played the middle game a little bit better. But against higher rated opponents, what I feel is that if you try to play book moves, they will obviously butcher you. So it's often better to play unorthodox type of moves and not go on the orthodox method because they are way better in terms of playing orthodox moves since they are higher rated players. So in this position, I decided to attack him, and this is actually the great move in this particular position, but somehow the engine likes the position of white. So I keep pushing. And this is a great move. You can just simply take, it does not do much of a damage. The position is still very equal according to the engine. So I take with the knight and I go back. So in this particular position, what I feel that going back with the knight is not something that I would have done because I can take and then your king gets exposed. I have the rook on the open file. I have the bishops eyeing down, and I have the knight also in the future, you know, coming from this end. So it's not a very ideal position to deal with when you are white in this particular area, and that is what I wanted to have. I did not want to give him space and time in order to think and beat me in this particular game. I wanted to keep him pressurized and I wanted him to make mistakes. Because if he did not make mistakes, it would be almost impossible for me to beat him. Cool. So I took the knight, and this is the point where my first of the many sacrifices, let me say, that come in. So the first sacrifice here, I sacrifice the bishop. Although this is not a good move, I know, but against higher rated opponents, if I just went back with the bishop like this, the position is okay. But this is something that higher rated players can do very well. They can convert this type of equal positions. If the position is unbalanced and if there are pieces which are not equal, let's say I have a knight and the bishop and he has a rook, then I have a greater winning chance rather than him having a rook and a pawn and I having a rook and a pawn. He's going to crush me in that because he's higher rated. It's simple mathematics. So in this position, I decided to sacrifice my bishop. The idea was that I would bring my dark squared bishop here. Once he takes this, I would push this pawn here. I thought having the dark squared bishop here would have more leverage than having the light squared bishop here and the dark squared bishop, having the light squared bishop here and the dark squared bishop here. So yeah, I sacrificed the first piece. I know the engine does not like it. I know very well, but this is how human beings play. I sacrifice the first piece and I give the check. The king moves back, and in this particular position, I don't hurry and I don't just take this pawn, because if I take this pawn, his bishop gets activated and there is a surprise check. So I did not take the pawn. I was very careful here, and I played the move which Mikhail Tal would have played. I just pushed away with the pawn. I know the computer does not like us. I know. Don't worry about it. So in this particular position, he decided to take the pawn and weaken his king further. So his king is wide open here. It's very good for me because this is the type of position that I want. And now I decided to move in with the queen. So if he does nothing, there's a checkmate incoming. These are the type of positions that I like. You have to defend. What I felt that if I was in his position, I would have played this move. But okay, he decided to bring back his bishop, which I felt was not so good. What I would have done is bring the bishop here and the knight here. But he decided to do the exact opposite, which is okay. I gave a check. The king moved back. I brought the queen here. This is the place where I sacrificed the second piece. When he brought his knight here, I knew that I will be losing the bishop. So I just sacrificed the bishop. Once you take with the knight, I sacrificed my knight again. So this is literally the third sacrifice that I've done in the game. You can literally take my knight. What I was thinking is that I would move ahead with the pawn and try to checkmate you. Like I'll take with the pawn, if he takes with the bishop, it's a mate. But this is the type of unbalanced position that I want against higher rated players so that I can defeat them. I cannot have balanced positions with higher rated players and then defeat them. It's almost near to impossible for me to do that. The only way I could do that is by learning chess principles in a better way. But since I don't have much time, I think I can leverage this particular strategy when I play against higher rated players. He took my knight, I played this move in order to not get checkmated. I moved ahead with the pawn. He wanted to bring his queen here and then try to checkmate me, but I moved the rook simply, so I can move here, and that would be pretty good. And since he, in that particular move, he took with the pawn here, his rook is not again in the open file, so I don't need to worry about it. So next move check, I moved, and here. So this is the place where I thought that this move was a game-changing move, because now I had this move, and if you would have taken this rook, it would have been a check and mate. Let me just show you. If you, let's say, if you take the rook, okay. If you take the rook, what my idea was, it was check. And let's say even if you go here, okay. My idea was to give you a check. And if you take with the rook or with the knight, oh, it's a double check, so you can't. If you take with the queen, it's a mate. So that was my idea. And let's say if you take with the bishop, it's pretty straightforward actually. Okay, let's say you do this, okay. Yeah, I take. If you take with the bishop, it's a mate. So these were the two variations that I saw. So I was not worried about it when I played this particular move. I knew that if he take the rook, I would win. As simple as that. So in the next move, he decided to play this, and this was the game changer. As you can see, the bar as well. It has completely shifted its direction. So yeah, this was the game changer, and I found the only move in the position, which I usually do, which is a great move. And in this particular position, I think he blundered. Yeah, this is where you should have played something which is better because it's a mate in 4 now. You can pause the video and try to find the mate for yourself. I've also posted that on my status, so you can go ahead and check it. And also the thumbnail of the video would be the sacrifice itself. I've already done 4 sacrifices, I think. The initial bishop, the second bishop, the knight. Okay, this is going to be the 4th sacrifice of the game. Check, check. This is the brilliant move that I was talking about. And mate. Thank you everyone for watching this video. This was one of those chess games which lasted for quite a long time, actually, in the video. And you can see that I was down by, like, I had only 6 seconds left and my opponent had only 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. But the thing is, I don't really care about time. All I care about while playing chess is to play games which inspire me. Thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope you like, share and subscribe. Bye bye. See you. Tata. Have a great day.